97.3 FM WVLK. Also available on 590 AM and smart devices everywhere.
And we turn our attention to Uncle Sam because we have to. Yeah, we have to die and pay our taxes. Those are two things that we have to do. We have an IRS expert with us now. Hey, Carlos, good morning.
Good morning. How are you doing?
I'm great, thank you. I'm going to take a stab at your last name. I'll probably destroy it. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Samaniego.
You know what? That's damn near close. It sounds like San Diego, so you got it. Samaniego.
Samaniego.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, Carlos is the founder of Tax Debt Consultant. He's also an enrolled agent and an NTPI Fellow. We'll ask about that in a moment. An elite group of professionals with significant expertise in representing taxpayers before the IRS. So tell me about your background there, Carlos.
You know what? I went 8 years not filing my taxes back in my 20s.
Boy, are you stupid. Excuse me.
Yeah, stupid.
Yeah.
But you know what? I've always said good people make bad mistakes. Sure. They really do.
Yeah.
And I did that, got myself in trouble. 10 years later, ended up getting married to my wife, didn't tell her about it, and finally realized I had to do something about my tax problem.
Yeah, no kidding. Carlos, man. What were you thinking, dude?
Yeah, I was thinking I didn't want her to divorce me the day after I got married. So I ended up becoming a licensed enrolled agent by the Department of Treasury and became a specialist in helping people solve their tax problems.
Wow, that's great, Carlos. And you're also the author of How to Make the IRS an Offer They Can't Refuse. I love that title.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Where do we buy that book?
You can get that on Amazon, or even better for your listeners, if you just go to taxdebtbook.com, I'll give it to them for free.
You're kidding.
No, not kidding at all.
Taxdebtbook.com.
That is correct. You can get a free copy of that book.
All right. Now, when we spoke briefly on the phone yesterday, we know we have till the 18th this year to file our taxes because of some holiday that's in there that nobody ever heard of, and which is a good thing. You got 3 extra days. But you were telling me that they are short-handed this year at the IRS.
You know what? They're beyond short-handed. Right now, I honestly feel the IRS is broken. Right now, they're still behind from last year's taxes. They got over 24 million unprocessed tax returns, and they've literally now, they're getting bombarded with all of this year's tax returns. So you take that in combination with they're trying to hire 5,000 people. That's what they're claiming. Wow. And recent statistics said that they only hired less than 200 to try to handle this overwhelm that they're having. There's some challenges going on over there at the IRS. In fact, they just announced, the commissioner, that they had over 282 million phone calls last year, but only answered 11% of the calls.
Wow.
That's called a broken government system right now.
Why is it?
You know what? It's a combination of things. It's everything from the coronavirus. It's affected all these businesses nationwide. Well, obviously, it affected government agencies as well.
Yeah.
Right now, I'm on the phone with the IRS on a daily basis, and a lot of people don't realize most of the IRS personnel are still working from home. They're working from home. I'm talking to them, trying to solve clients' tax problems, and I'll hear a baby crying in the background or a television. On occasion, I've heard the television on in the background.
Wow.
So you take that, they're working from home. All the mail that came in during the pandemic was going literally into storage units. And the IRS announced this, that all the mail was going into storage units, and none of the mail was being opened. In fact, I actually had one client that had a tax bill last year of $60,000, and she ended up sending them a check. 7 months later, they still hadn't cashed the check, yet she was getting collection notices for that debt that she had paid. They just hadn't cashed the check yet.
Wow. So what this is going to mean clearly is that if you're due a refund, good luck getting it. I mean, I guess we will eventually get those, but they're going to be late in coming, right?
There's a very good chance a lot of refunds are going to be late, because what's happening right now, a lot of people got stimulus checks, a lot of people got those child tax credits, and if you don't accurately report that on your 2020, this year's tax returns, the IRS has already said they're going to put those on pause. So if you don't accurately get that information to your tax preparer, there's a very good chance if you were expecting a refund, there can be up to a 1-year delay on some of those refunds because they would have to be manually processed. Now, they're going to have to be manually processed by an agency that doesn't have enough people to manually process the returns that they got right now.
What a mess. I mean, a mess.
Yeah.
On the flip side of that coin, does that mean, I even hesitate to ask this, are your odds of being audited less?
You know what? I honestly believe it could be less because they just don't have the personnel. I think they might be a little bit more selective in terms of the audits that they're doing.
Yeah.
Just because they don't have the personnel that they had in previous years to be able to do as much. So, my personal professional opinion, I think yes.
But you don't want to use that as an excuse, to lie or cheat or any of that stuff.
No, absolutely not.
Right.
That's what, this is one agency you don't want to do that to whatsoever.
No.
You shouldn't do it, period. But you know what? You want to maximize all the deductions that you can get legally, but don't lie, cheat, or steal the government's money.
Yeah, exactly.
They'll come after it.
And they have the power to send you away. Okay, we got a minute and a half. Not even that. Real quick, what can we do as taxpayers?
You know what? The best thing to do with taxpayers is that what you need to do is, if you're not working on your taxes right now, start working on that information. Okay. One of the big things I'm seeing is that there's a lot of tax professionals that have retired, and a lot of them have passed away this last couple of years here. Wow. So reach out, make sure he's still working. If you have, and use a professional if you can.
Yeah.
2, do not mail anything to the IRS, guys. I just said that a lot of that mail is going into storage unit. Do not mail anything. If you have to mail, send it registered mail. And the last thing I'm going to say, if you got to make a payment, please don't send checks. Go to irs.gov. Make those payments online. You get immediate confirmation that payment has been accepted. Those are and the last one, if you get letters from the IRS, open them. I get way too many people that don't open their mail. You need to open that mail. And if you have to respond to something, either hire a professional or at least respond to whatever they're asking for.
Carlos, can I get you back on between now and the 18th of April?
Absolutely. Be more than happy to.
Free book, where is it?
TaxDebtBook.com.
TaxDebtBook.com. Carlos, you're a great guest. Thank you.
Thank you.